As we said a couple weeks ago, Recteq went and done it with the X-Fire. We went out and got it, and it's here. It arrived today. Can't wait to check it out. How does it stack up against the sear wood? We're gonna find out real soon. Very simple cook tonight. Burgers, chicken, sort of the old classic. Let's see how it holds up. Let's go get it.
Basement.
All right, here we are. We got the X-Fire laid out, ready to be built. They put most of it together, which I absolutely love. And it looks like it's gonna be a very easy build. There's not too many parts, which I love. Luckily, the weather held out. It was storming here earlier, but it looks like we're good to go. I'm super excited. So let's get this thing built and see what it can do. Help if I brought the drill, wouldn't it? Shoot, I just saw lightning in the background. Ugh, stay away. We're trying to do a grill tonight, damn it. Yeah, it's raining a little bit, damn it. Oh well, if she can't handle rain, then she ain't worth it, right? Gotta let her run in the rain. All right, we got her done, 45 minutes, basically on the dot, which is probably the quickest build we've done so far. It comes very much assembled, and I think there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, if you come look at the inside in here, it's fairly complicated in terms of what's going on. So you have two burn pots. This is the regular burn pot for if you're gonna do smoking. Under here is the burn pot for if you're gonna do grilling with some searing. And over here on the right, the sear control is mechanical. So as I turn it, you can see that open up. Completely mechanical, which is pretty cool. This guy right here, if I can remember how to take it off. There we go. Look how deep that is. That is a deep, deep burn pot. I don't think I've ever seen that before. For all you Recteqers out there who've had different devices from Recteq, maybe that's normal for you, but I've never seen that before. And one thing that is really cool I want to point out, 2 temperature probes, one on each side. So when we were talking about the flagship a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how it had 1 temperature probe only on the left instead of in the middle like the sear wood, and the sear wood was more accurate when it came to temperature. That's kind of a nice feature. I like that a lot. A couple other things, these knobs here are metal. You can hear that. Those are metal. That is super, super high quality. Most of your knobs are gonna be plastic. They're gonna make them look like they're stainless or something, but they never are. So really like that. Typical Recteq quality build. 4 really, really nice wheels. The 2 on the right are casters, so you can move this thing around however you want, nice and easy. Love it. So far, looking really, really good. Couple cons right off the bat. Number one, if you look at this lid, there's not a whole lot of clearance there. I'm used to them having more of a dome shape, so you can fit a brisket on the upper rack, but this really, I guess, is designed to replace your gas grill. You can still smoke low at 225 minimum. You can't go lower than 225. So a little bit of a drawback there. I don't know why they wouldn't just go ahead and make a dome-shaped lid, but they must have had their reasons. And if you look at the top rack, this thing is teeny, teeny, tiny. I don't really know exactly what you're gonna do on this. I guess you can like put hot dogs lengthwise to keep them warm or something, but you're not really gonna smoke or cook anything up there. But you know, it is what it is. Another thing, like I said earlier, no extreme smoke. I'm a little upset about that. 225 is the minimum, and you can only go up if you're in smoke mode by 25 degrees. So 225, 250, 275, etc., up to 400. If you wanna do more than 400, you gotta turn this thing into grill mode and then sear it. So I do wish there was extreme smoke. I don't know why, because it's just a controller thing. Just put the extreme smoke in there, what the problem is. But one thing I'll point out if you come back over here, if you are going to smoke something at 225, normally the burn pot's in the middle. So no matter where you put your, say, brisket, it's gonna get all that heat right on it. With this one, the smoke burn pot is over here on the left. And if you're in smoke mode, that's the only one operating. So you can put your brisket over to the right, and only this side is gonna get that direct heat. So hopefully we can get lots of smoke flavor like we would on, say, the flagship, but we're gonna find out. Like I said, tonight we're doing burgers, dogs, and chicken. We're keeping it simple, backyard barbecue. We'll be doing more smoke sessions later. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing started, put some pellets in, burn it up. Look behind me, storm is a-brewing. It's already starting to rain a little bit, lightning in the background, trial by fire. If she can't run in the rain, she can't run, right? Now we're gonna do it, so let's go. One more thing I gotta point out, I just put the grates on. The grates are cast. iron, which is beautiful because what that means is they're fantastic for searing. This thing's designed for searing, so it comes right away with the cast iron, which is very nice. All right, let's put some pellets in. So one thing to notice, yes, this is a 20-pound hopper, but each hopper, it's split into two, one for the left burner and one for the right burner. So when it comes to smoking low and slow, you're really only doing 10 pounds. So you're gonna have to refill this thing on a big cook. So a drawback there if you're a pure smoker and you're not really concerned too much with searing hot and fast. Now, we probably need to upgrade the controller before we get it started. Okay, it found it, X-Fire Pro. So apparently we need to connect before anything else. It still says connecting. Oh man, we gotta get this thing started. She's running, she's at almost 400 degrees. We're doing the initial burn-in. We ran into some issues, to be honest, starting it up. There were some error codes on the controller. We didn't know what the heck it was. We had to unplug it and plug it back in, and the error codes eventually went away, but it took us way longer than it should have. I don't know if that's just the controller needs to be reset or what. We'll just chalk it up to one of those things and move on. And then it took a really long time for the burn pot to actually ignite and start smoking and turning the heat up. We put a handful of pellets in the burn pot like you're supposed to, and it was smoking and it was starting to get going, and then all of a sudden the controller gave us an error code. And we're like, what the heck? It was working. Why are you giving us an error code? So once again, we unplugged it, plugged it back in, came right back up, and it's been running ever since. Also, I have not been able to successfully connect it to Wi-Fi. The app, which I did update, just keeps saying connecting, connecting, connecting continuously. I even moved it closer to the house where the Wi-Fi router is. I'm sure I'll figure it out when it's not raining cats and dogs tomorrow. This is gonna be a very difficult cook tonight. We're gonna be doing it in the rain, but so be it. But she looks beautiful. I mean, looks very, very nice. I have a lot of high hopes for this thing. If you come take a look in here, looks very nice. You can see the nice red glow from the burn pot on the left. I've got the grates moved so you can see in there. I will say that with the one burn pot on, it has a little bit of a difficult time getting to 400 and staying at 400. But honestly, that means you're smoking. And how often do you smoke things at 400? Basically never. So that's okay. We just have it at 400 for this initial burn-in. We'll get another 15 or 20 minutes to go, and then we're gonna be ready to throw some burgers and chicken on there. And we're gonna try the sear side at some point as well and see what's up. See you in a bit. We did the burn-in. It's time to start cooking some food. We got lots of chicken here. And this is chicken thighs, bone in. If you haven't done this yet, we did a video on this in the early days, but if you haven't done it yet, this McCormick's Mojito Lime is really, really, really good seasoning. You just add a little bit of water, apple cider vinegar, and some oil. Put it on your chicken. I'm telling you, it is bomb. So again, as I mentioned, the fire pot's on the left. We want to smoke these a little bit, so I'm going to put them on the right. And we're going to fire them up later when we change this to grill mode. We're going to do the same thing with the burgers, but obviously burgers don't take as long as chicken. We got a nice reprieve in the rain, finally. It's supposed to rain till 1 a.m. tonight. This always happens, rain, snow, every time we do a new grill. It's raining or snowing, you know, but what are you going to do? All right, let's get it. All right, so these have been smoking for about 30 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and change this to grill mode. I haven't read the instructions, I must confess, but I'm guessing I just turn this dial to get from smoke mode to grill mode. I gotta go through off and then grill mode. Look at that, lights up, nice. Ooh, oh yeah, it's going. All right, now we gotta adjust these dials. So right now, let's change this to medium, medium. Let's take a peek what's going on in here. It's definitely going. So that goes off. Once you go to grill mode, the controller turns off. 100% controlled by this. Let's change this to high. So this is to change, like open the thing so that you get more flames kissing. Oh, we got, oh my God. It's like it barely used anything. Look at that. Well, this side we know didn't use anything, but this side didn't really use that much. That's pretty impressive. That one's burning, but this one is not yet burning. So maybe we should have put some pellets in that burn pot to start. We didn't, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. I mean, it's beautiful. It's super nice looking. I gotta step back and look. Yeah, that is impressive. Donnie said it's like angry. Okay, so for whatever reason, it didn't ignite on this side originally, and the burn pot filled up with pellets. And so we went ahead and turned it off, and then we waited like 30 seconds and then turned it back to grill mode. And now that the burn pot was so full of pellets, it's like the gates of hell over here. I mean, it is going hardcore. We had to move the chicken up because it's too much. We're hoping those pellets get burnt out. Oh, if I open this, look at that. Holy moly. Yeah, we gotta close that. Hopefully it chills out a little bit. I think because there were too many pellets in there. I don't know why it didn't ignite the first time. Growing pains is all I can think of. Look at the smoke coming out of the thing over here, man. The thing to get the ash out. Look at that. We might have a deck fire here pretty soon if we're not careful. It's a good thing it rained after all.
Look how hot that's getting right there in the middle.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put the chicken on. I'm not even gonna open the sear thing yet because, man, it is huge flame. We're gonna get mad sear. I mean, this thing definitely sears, there's no doubt about that. But you're definitely gonna have to be careful with grill fires because this juice is gonna drip down in there. But just like a gas grill, that's what happens, you know? Woo! You definitely get a lot of flame kiss, there's no doubt about that. Now if I open this, look at that. Holy moly, that is insane. This is no joke. This is a whole nother level of sear. I mean, things are on fire over here. You gotta be careful. I can't even barely stand here. Whew. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that flame kiss is no joke. I'm a little worried. I'm not used to managing it like a literal fire. Woo! These are gonna either be really delicious or taste like a house fire. I'm not sure which yet. It does look good, I must say. If there was any question about whether or not you could sear on this thing, let those questions be gone. Because that is insanity right there. I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Have you? Or like even a gas grill when you get a flare up. This is like constant flare up, but I guess in a good way. The Recteq guys, when they did it, that's what it looked like. Everything is sizzling right now. I'm thinking maybe what I should do now is put it back in grill mode, put the chicken over there, and put the burgers over here, and then we're really gonna get a house fire. Here we go. Hold on to your butts, everybody. All right, so it looks a little bit more normal now. I'm wondering if I should turn it up. You know, it's a learning process. You know, we don't know how this thing works. It's all brand new. I'm not sure what to do.
What would Chill-O-Matic do?
What would Chill-O-Matic do?
Turn it up.
I'm gonna go medium. That sounds logical, right? This burger came apart. Donnie, what did you do? Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to operate this thing for the first time. This is definitely an active situation. You have to be here to do this. And I know Recteq has said that, but this reinforces it because everything is on fire. Whew. It's a lot of flame kiss. Man, I need goggles for this. Do they make smoke goggles? Smoke goggles and an N95 mask is what we need for this. My goodness. Well, this one's crispy. If you could see Donnie right now, he has his shirt over his mouth and nose. There's definitely no pellet grill that will do this until now, I would say. I must say, this is quite enjoyable. This is old school hamburger grilling. If it wasn't for my eyes burning, it would be perfect. If you want to get a sear, all you got to do, especially on a burger, is push. There you go. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty right there. That's what I'm talking about. You can't do that on another pellet grill, man. Whew. My nose hairs are on fire. Yeah, this is awesome. All right, well, we're gonna go back to smoke mode. Sorry, Mr. Spider. Because now we're just trying to melt the cheese. Let's close it up and let this burn. All right, so we're ready to go. We're gonna try one of these burgers. It's been a lot of fun, I must say. The kids are inside eating the chicken and they've said that it's really good. Hopefully they mean it. We'll try that later, I'll let you know. As you know, a burger is awesome when you add fixins and ketchup and mayo and all that stuff. But the true test of a burger is burger, cheese, and bun. So that's what we're gonna do. See how it looks. Did we cook it right? We don't know. This is our first time doing this. That is perfect. Look at that. Some red. It's not overcooked. It's got a little bit of red. It's perfectly medium. Let's see how it is. Crispy on the outside, juicy and cheesy. Oh my God. This is awesome. It was a lot of fun. You saw the flame, and the result is a thing of beauty. Stay with us next week. We're gonna low and slow some ribs or something like that to test this thing. Not hot and fast like this. Can this replace not only your gas grill, but your smoker? So far, I'm really happy. A couple quirks in the beginning, but the result is fantastic. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Man, it is really good.